Yep, it's back. And that thing is better than ever. KLK will be the newest crossover coming to Grand Summoners JP after a little bit of a down period. For a bit there, GS really wasn't releasing practically any character of note and also wasn't releasing any type of crossover. It's been, what, about a month since Overlord has left? But with the most recent live stream that they did, they announced KLK will be returning to the game. And at first, you know, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that until I saw all the new stuff. They are adding a lot, and I mean a lot here, ladies and gentlemen, including possibly one of the best units we've ever seen in Grand Summoners history, and I'm not talking about Mako. Speaking of Mako though, they actually did buff all of the old Kill la Kill characters, and if you want to know what those buffs are, well, here they are right now. Pretty cool all around stuff here for everyone, but two of these characters really won with their buffs. Of course, one of them were Mako, the other being TWEWY. Mako's buffs are absolutely insane. They gave her even more arts damage with her True Art, giving her all the way up to now 130% damage on that bad boy. Also buffing up the healing to 400 per second, while also giving her Dream Awakening passives. The one Dream Awakening that I really want to look at though is the Light Dream, which is going to be giving her 2 arts per second for all human allies. That is huge because majority of the time, I would say 9 times out of 10, you're using Mako on mainly a human team, so this boosts her APS to 6 arts per second. That is nasty, boys. Not to mention too, on global, I don't know if they're going to be changing this on JP, but on global, they are luck units. So having a character that is that strong at supporting being a luck unit is wild to me. TWEWY was the other character they just went hard on. Her buffs were insane. The main thing I want you guys to look at is the 200 art gauge up now with the True Art. Before this, she used to always give 100 art gauge to whoever had the least amount of arts on the team, but now she gives 200. Combine this with her Dark Dream passive, which gives her 200 art gauge at the start of the quest, means that you could literally supercharge somebody as soon as the quest starts. That is wild. Good news for everybody who may be missing one of these units. They are giving a guaranteed crossover ticket that everybody will be able to obtain just by logging in. This will give you a random Kill la Kill character. It's not a unit of choice ticket, it's just a random ticket that will guarantee you one of the 4 collab units. Not too bad if I say so myself. Really hoping for TWEWY. TWEWY's like the only one I'm missing. I literally have everyone else, so when this comes to global, fingers crossed I get TWEWY. But that's enough about the old units. Let's talk about the new characters, and these are all the new ones as you see here. We have Gamagori, Uzu, Houka, and Nonan. They do have special artworks, but I'm just going to tell you right now, one of these special artworks we won't be able to show on YouTube, and that's Nonan. So if you guys want to see that, you'll have to go to the official Discord or something else. But overall, they have some fantastic artwork. So far, though, we only know what 2 of these units actually do, and the 2 that they have showed us so far, one of them might be the best character in Grand Summoners history. And that is not an exaggeration. Houka is going to be a water support unit. He has all support slots and a 4-star magic. His skill gives himself art gauge and heals the lowest allies HP by 3000. His art buffs up all allies accuracy and all human allies attack by 100%. The true art reduces the enemy's crit res by 100% and water resist by 80% for 25 seconds. His super art buffs up all allies art gauge by 7 and critical damage by 300%. Increases the leader's arts by an additional 3 per second for 25 seconds, making the super art 10 art gauge per second for a singular character. As for his passive, he has one that's able to buff up his equipment CT speed by 20% if he's above 80% HP. The other one buffs up all allies max HP by 15%, and he buffs up his own evasion by 10%. Just like the other Kill la Kill characters, he also has a true weapon, and his true weapon is a worse version of, I guess, a Smart Skirt, but it should actually work with Smart Skirt's buffs, because this thing buffs up all allies arts by 3 and human allies stats by 15%. Since it's human allies, it should be more of a unique buff compared to how it is with Smart Skirt, which is a universal all stats up. So hey, if you have both, it's very likely they'll work together. Also, when it's equipped by him, he gets 100 arcades at the start of the quest, because why not? This unit is absolutely broken. I really hope no one, and I mean no one, sleeps on this character. He is easily the must summon from this banner. I'm telling you guys right now, this is a code red for the global player base. You need to save for Houka. That is how good he actually is. And the thing is, I'm just talking about this unit as a solo character at the moment. I'm not even talking about team compositions you can run with this character. This unit is water, meaning that he's on one of the strongest teams that you could possibly be on in the game. So you could run a team that consisted of Houka, Shiro Emiya, Holy Knight Roy, and then cap that bad boy off with Jay, and you have a wild setup. That team is going to be ridiculous. And if you have that team on JP, hey, I'm just gonna tell you right now, you're gonna have so much freaking fun. Another thing to mention too is that how good this character is going to be in certain raid nuke compositions. The fact that he's buffing up crit damage by 300%, that means that if a character does super crits, my goodness, you buff them up with this bad boy, they are nuking whatever is in front of them, no problem whatsoever. Also, one thing that's really great about Houka is that he can be utilized on every single team. It does not matter if you are a water character or not. Even, I would say, a human character is kind of, it would be great if you are, but it doesn't even matter. The main thing about this unit is he's doing everything that you're going to want and need for your team without you having any type of restriction. He literally works with everybody in this game. And this guy is definitely going to be the new Mako when it comes to the Ascended era. I'm talking about the support character that you're going to see literally everywhere. No one is going to take this unit off their team, and they are going to use them 24/7. The only thing that I can say about Houka that may be bad is that if he has long animations, then of course that could really hurt this unit. However, Mako had a long animation with the True Art, and we saw how long she stayed meta, so you guys get the point. It's not going to be that bad. Really, the thing that's going to be bad is that if the True Art itself is a long animation, because that's where the crit res is, because that's going to really suck if you want to use that in like nuke compositions or whatever. But overall, Houka, easily a triple S tier support. Everyone, and I really do mean everyone, needs to summon for this character. He is that good. As for the other unit on the banner, he seems to just be damage incarnate, and he's going to work extremely well with Houka too. He's an earth unit, and this is Uzu. Uzu's able to buff up his own arc gauge by 60 if he crits. His art's also able to buff up his own damage and skill CT speed by 130%. That could be pretty good in miasma fights. His true art's able to buff up super crit rate by 25% each time you use it, up to a maximum of 75%. This is the highest super crit rate we have seen in the game to date. His super art buffs up his own crit rate, by the way, by 100%. And he also reduces the enemy's physical res by 150%. Very massive debuff on that bad boy, along with a really solid buff. So yeah, he's doing a lot. If that wasn't enough, he also can buff up his own attack and accuracy by 100% when he's not affected by a stats element. So any boss that has evasion is going to get absolutely cooked by this man. Also, he buffs up his own blind res by 100%. And when he's near death, he increases his own arc gauge by 2 per second. Definitely not as crazy as Houka, right? But really strong damage dealer here. Like if you were starting a game on JP, let's say if you were a new player, literally best case scenario for you right now is for you to get Houka and then hopefully get Mako from the crossover ticket, and then pick up Uzu, and then you have the team right there. You have both your support characters, you have a crazy DPS character that can carry you through everything, and the fact that Houka reduces crit res, you never have to worry about this man Uzu not being able to crit unless you fight a boss that is crit immune. And then yeah, that's literally it. Like you're just gonna go crazy just like that and pretty much beat the entirety of Grand Summoners with 3 units. That's dumb. That's really dumb. Oh, of course, he has a true weapon too. His true weapon is actually pretty good. A lot of you guys that are into the nuking, especially earth nuking, will probably want to pick this up. You reduce earth res by 30%, but if you're a human, you reduce earth res by 50% instead. So it's a conditional effect there. And it also buffs up his own critical damage by 70% when it's equipped to him. I can't wait to see him in action. I hope that they go crazy with him and he's just hitting stupid numbers. Also, I think this is the highest super art multiplier in the game. It's 190,000. I don't think anyone else in the game has 190,000 super art. But ladies and gentlemen, that's actually it for everything when it comes to Kill la Kill at the current moment. We do have new equips coming out. We have more units coming, of course, but this is just all we know for part 1. Hopefully the equips that are coming out are going to be pretty broken too, because that will just make this crossover even better and even more worth of a rerun, right? I will tell you all right now, I am now saving for Houka. It's either going to be Houka or BF Emperor. Whoever comes out first will get my crystals. Even if BF Emperor comes out first, it's very likely I might skip him, waiting for Houka, just because Houka is a crossover unit. He's more limited than that of BF Emperor, and BF Emperor will eventually come back because he's a Grand Summoners character. So yeah, I'm definitely looking out for Houka and saving everything I can for him. But hey, that's gonna be it for this video. Tell me down below what you guys think about Kill la Kill. You guys loving the crossover? Are you guys not? Or what do you think about all these characters, especially Houka? Let me know all that type of stuff down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, have a man check out either one of the other videos popping on the screen right now. Great content, guarantee you love them. Oh, and one more thing before you leave, don't forget to drink water.